Okay, welcome back. Barguments presented by Seagram's Gym. SMITTY, KFC. There's a 116 matchup. You're the one. I gave you a lot of credit. I thought you were a blockhead, so I was like, we'll give you the 16 seed. This is going to be an interesting one here. This is what we're doing with this bracket. This is a flip. So you're a New York guy. You're a Philly guy. We're going to debate who is the worst fan base, Philly fans or New York fans. You are going to defend New York fans. You are going to defend Philly fans. So the reverse. You have 1 minute. You each go. We'll kind of dictate the conversation. Smitty, start with you.
I think the argument starts and ends with, can you name any New York instance right off the top of your head in which a player has been physically threatened one way or another? You got batteries, J.D. Drew. You got snowballs on Santa. You got Michael Irvin being booed on Veterans Stadium's turf. You don't even think about any sort of New York Mets, Yankees. We can go all the teams together with you guys. Any one of those certain circumstances in which any of that can happen. Philly, you got like 20 right off the bat.
KFC?
I didn't know that we're here. We're fans who are rooting for sports, for winning, for competition. I'm not worried about safety. I'm not worried about feelings. I'm not worried about hurting people's feelings. And I'm certainly not fucking worried about Santa Claus. These people who are still hanging on to snowballs at Santa. How long ago was that? We're still talking about 2 or 3 instances over the course of a zillion years. How many times do we see fans in other stadiums getting knocked out, fucking fighting each other, being disrespectful? It's everywhere. This tired, lame rhetoric that Philly fans are the only people who are passionate and angry or over the top is bullshit.
Smitty, I'm going to ask you a question, and we'll go back and forth. How would you answer the question? A lot of people say opposing players and teams go in that Philly is the toughest place to play because the crowd is so ruckus, so mean, so in your face.
It's not the toughest place to play because honestly, it's a fake fucking town. That's all that matters. Like, you can come in there. It's like, I don't know if I can do this.
All right.
No, it's not the toughest place to play.
KFC advances based on
I can't do it.
Not being able to hold his argument. There's a bargament that you
bullshit.
weren't able to do.
Fuck
and
New
down,
York, fuck your fans, fuck you.
You broke down in laughter and
Philadelphia,
basically
you can't come in there and play.
You basically
It doesn't
said
matter.
you couldn't do it. Now you go to jail. If this is a real court case, you'd be in jail.
Yeah, you go underneath the vet because that's what happens when you come to Philly.
All right.
You fucking go to the jail.
Case
specifically
closed
built
basically by
right
default.
in our fucking
basically
stadium.
by default.
I'll take it. Take the W any way you can get it.
Screw you.
We have ZAH versus KMARKO. It's a 15 versus a 2 seed. I think the heavy advantage is going to KMARKO because I'm guessing ZAH, whatever we pick out, you're not even going to know what we're talking about. So here we go.
This is unfair, though. He's the Team Portnoy guy.
All right, Godfather 1 versus Godfather 2. The better movie. We're going to start with you, KMARKO. Well, whatever. We'll start with you. You get 1 minute on the clock. We are going to give you Godfather 2. You get Godfather 1. Oh, how does this thing work? It's just a minute? Is this seconds on this thing? Can someone help the judge? Is that like 5 minutes or 5 seconds?
Minutes.
Okay, so it's a 1 minute. Ready, go.
Godfather 2. First of all, widely accepted by movie critics who are professionals at it as better than 1. So if we assume that the people who are pros in it are right, then you go with that. My personal opinion, I also go with number 2. Reasons why. The first one, kind of like a narrative-driven, like business deal gone wrong. Second one, much deeper, much darker, kind of shows the real side of the crime life. You know, it's not like the Hollywood version. It's like the metaphor of like Michael losing his soul. Just deep. I love deep shit. You know, I like to like feel smart when I'm watching something.
So the only thing I know about Godfather is LeBron James read the books, and I hate LeBron, by the way. And yeah, so if it's something that LeBron James read, I'm guessing it's gonna be trash.
Okay. The problem we have there, ZAH, you just called Godfather 1 trash, which is what you were actually defending. On the bright side, you are a Team Portnoy guy, and I hold that tried and true that I generally will choose one every time. But if I continue to advance you in this tournament, we're going to have more arguments in which you just have no idea what you're talking about. So unfortunately, as much as I love you, don't take this personally. You're always a Team Portnoy guy. KMARKO, you advance.
Congratulations.
Case closed. I'm getting this in my eye too, the wig. Now I have watery eyes.